Teachers, what's the most satisfying parent meeting you've ever had? I teach 5th grade, and this helicopter mom thought she could bully me into giving her son unearned grades, but she picked the wrong meeting to bring her lawyer. Tyler was failing math because he wouldn't do homework or pay attention. Instead of working problems, he'd draw on assignments and distract other students. Every week, Jennifer would email demanding better grades. When I'd explain Tyler wasn't completing assignments, she'd claim I wasn't engaging him properly. The final straw came when Tyler failed his multiplication test with a 23%. Jennifer scheduled a conference and brought her lawyer husband to intimidate me. Mrs. Peterson, Jennifer said, sliding a folder across the table, we believe Tyler is being unfairly graded due to personal bias. Her husband adjusted his tie. We're prepared to escalate this to the district if necessary. I nodded calmly. I appreciate you coming in. I've prepared some materials as well. I opened Tyler's portfolio. Every assignment from the past month was inside, plus photos of his classroom behavior. Let's start with this week's homework, I said, showing them Tyler's math worksheet where he'd drawn cartoons instead of solving problems. Jennifer barely looked at it. Tyler learns differently. Traditional assignments don't work for creative minds. I pulled out more papers. Here's Monday's classwork where Tyler drew a dragon instead of doing long division, and Wednesday's quiz where he wrote math is stupid on half the problems. Her husband frowned. These could be isolated incidents. I smiled and pulled out my tablet. I've been documenting Tyler's classroom behavior since our last meeting. The video showed Tyler throwing pencils at students and loudly declaring this is boring during lessons. Jennifer's face reddened. You can't record my son without permission. Actually, I said, sliding a form across the table, you signed the classroom documentation consent at the beginning of the year. It's standard district policy for behavioral interventions. Her lawyer husband read the form carefully. His confident demeanor started cracking. But here's where it got really satisfying. I also have Tyler's benchmark scores from the past 3 years, I continued. His math scores have been declining since 2nd grade, which suggests this isn't a recent issue. I showed them the data. Tyler had scored in the 15th percentile last year and 8th percentile this year. Furthermore, I said, opening another folder, I have work samples from all 28 students in our class. Would you like to see how Tyler's effort compares to his peers? I spread out anonymous assignments showing the difference between Tyler's scribbled answers and other students' completed work. Jennifer was getting desperate. Maybe Tyler needs to be moved to a different class with a teacher who understands gifted children. That's when I played my ace card. That's an interesting point, I said, pulling out Tyler's gifted program application from 2 years ago. Tyler tested for the gifted program and scored in the 40th percentile. He didn't qualify, but you told the school he was gifted, I continued, which is why he was recommended for academic acceleration that clearly wasn't appropriate. Her husband was now reading everything I'd presented, taking notes like the lawyer he was. Jennifer, he said quietly, Tyler isn't gifted. He's struggling because he has poor study habits and we've been enabling him. Jennifer looked stunned, but his second grade teacher said he was creative. I interrupted, pulling out that report card. She never used the word gifted. She actually recommended math support services that you declined. The room went silent. Her husband closed his notepad. Mrs. Peterson, what do you recommend we do? Tyler needs consistent homework expectations at home, consequences for incomplete assignments, and possibly a math tutor, I said. But most importantly, he needs to learn that effort matters more than excuses. Jennifer tried one last time. This seems like a lot of work. Couldn't you just give him some extra credit? Her husband actually put his head in his hands. Jennifer, stop. Mrs. Peterson is right. By the end of the meeting, her husband was apologizing for wasting my time and asking for tutor recommendations. Tyler's homework completion went from 20% to 95% within 2 weeks once his parents stopped making excuses for him. His math grade improved from an F to a C+ by the end of the semester. The best part? Jennifer now emails me thanking me for holding Tyler accountable instead of demanding special treatment. Sometimes parents need to see the evidence laid out clearly before they realize their child's biggest obstacle isn't the teacher.